Sziasztok! Hi everyone, I'm Sándor. Welcome to another Hungarian lesson. Let's see what does the adjective irigy mean in Hungarian. And all of you native English speakers, I'm gonna need your help with this one. I'm going to need your help because we use this word in two different contexts. And I can easily translate one of them. So one meaning of irigy is envious. You know, someone is envious of someone else's success, property, relationship, wealth, well-being, whatever it is. And I'm going to come back to this and elaborate with some examples. But when it comes to the other context, I don't think there's an actual English translation for it. So the other meaning of irigy is defined like this. Someone who selfishly fears his or her own property, favorable position, or condition. And I could say that irigy kind of means selfish, but it doesn't quite cut it. I used an online translator and it gave me some options. One was jealous. Now, it kind of makes sense, but I think it only works as a sort of synonym for envious. Keep in mind, I'm not a native English speaker, so I might be wrong about that. Then there was the option envious, which is true, I'll come back to that. And then we had other options. Yellow. That may be true in certain contexts, I'm not sure. And then there was jaundiced, which, well, I've never heard before. After doing some reading, it can mean that someone has a yellowish complexion. But if I'm not mistaken, this can also mean something like discriminatory or prejudiced, which again, doesn't cut it. So I'm going to translate irigy as selfish, for lack of a better term, but let's see how I would use it. So if a person is irigy, it means that he or she wants everything for himself or herself. Someone who's not willing to share what he or she has with others. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. Let's say I have 5 apples. And I start eating them. A friend of mine is also present, and I can tell that he really wants to have an apple. But I'm not giving him any, because I want all the apples for myself. In that case, irigy vagyok. Irigy vagyok. I'm selfish. I don't want to share, even though I have 5 apples and he has none. Or let's say I have 2 full packs of cigarettes and I'm hanging out with a friend who forgot his cigarettes at home. And as we're walking and talking, I keep smoking. And then he's like, could you give me a cigarette? And to that I say, I'm sorry man, you know, they're expensive and I don't have much left. 1. This is a lie because I started the day with 2 full packs. I just don't want to share. I want all of it for myself. Many times when children gather, they act like this. Maybe someone's having a birthday and the kid gets a full cake and wants it all. Many times the parents will say, ne legyél irigy, adj másoknak is. Ne legyél irigy, adj másoknak is. Don't be selfish, give to others too. But again, the word selfish doesn't quite cut it. It can kind of work, but it's really about someone who wants everything for himself and nothing for the others. Even though he could easily share his resources. There's actually a phrase, irigy kutya. Irigy kutya, it means selfish dog. So if someone's telling you, te irigy kutya, you selfish dog, just know that most likely you have things you could easily share with others, you're just not willing to. So all you native English speakers out there, how would you translate this? Please help me out. But as I said, this can also mean envious. Irigynek lenni valakire. Irigynek lenni valakire means to be envious of someone. We use the re suffixes, we attach them to the things someone is envious of. Irigy vagyok a sikeredre. Irigy vagyok a sikeredre. I'm envious of your success. I know that this is not the most natural sounding thing in English, but that's what it literally means. Irigy vagy a vagyonomra. Irigy vagy a vagyonomra. You're envious of my wealth. But the re suffixes can also be conjugated according to the pronouns. For example, irigyek rám. Irigyek rám. They're envious of me. Irigy vagyok rád. Irigy vagyok rád. I'm envious of you. And it doesn't mean I envy you. We have a separate verb for that. Actually, let's take a look at it. That verb is irigyelni. Irigyelni. To envy. So I could say, irigyellek téged. Irigyellek téged. I envy you. Irigyelsz engem. irigyelsz engem. UMV, me. Irigylem a gazdagokat. Irigylem a gazdagokat. IMV, rich people. When you use irigyelni, you always need an object. When you say irigy vagyok, irigy vagy, and so on, you need to use the ra, re suffixes. Okay, I hope I made things clearer rather than more blurry. Once again, all of you native English speakers, please help me out with this one. I'm looking for a good English translation for irigy. And if you're not a native English speaker, do you have a similar adjective in your language? Let me know. Thank you for studying with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you feel like supporting the channel even more, my PayPal information is in the description. See you in the next lesson. Sziasztok, a viszontlátásra!